Zini. My name is Ruhile Mali, also known as the Tooth Fairy, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about something a little more different from the usual, which is my dental content. But if you want to see any of those, you can go on to my Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. I did post a vlog. It's in isiXhosa, but I have subtitles in English so people can read. And yeah, today we are gonna sit down and have a little girl chat. I want you to get comfortable, get in your pajamas if you're watching this at night, get in your blankets, because you and I are gonna have a deep dive into why our friendships are failing in our 20s. Like, what is going on? So number one, you're outside of high school and you guys are no longer forced to hang out with each other. I think this is a big one because when we go to the same primary schools, we see each other for at least 7 to 8 years. We're seeing each other every day. We're hanging out together at lunch. We have the same classes. And also with high school. So high school is a little bit different because people just like disperse out and go into different high schools, but predominantly we're in the same area, we're still in the same town. If we don't see each other at school, we see each other at derby days. So there's always some interaction that kind of forces us to get back together. I mean, some of my high school friends or people I went to primary school with, I saw them a lot on the bus. So we were taking the bus every single day together, morning and afternoon. So it comes to the point where you see these people on a freaking daily basis, and it's kind of easier to maintain friendships and connections when you see someone on a daily basis. Whereas opposed if you move to a different town, you kind of lose that connection because you're not always keeping in tabs with your friends. You're starting a new life, you're starting to meet new people, you're building new relationships, and you kind of fall off on the ones that you already built, that you left behind. Also with university, most of us have moved across the country, others went overseas. So again, you're not seeing those people on a daily basis. So you're kind of forced to find different ways to maintain your friendship. So that could be like texting each other online, like social media, or having to FaceTime your friends or WhatsApp video call them. So you're trying to find different ways to keep that connection, and sometimes it's not always possible because you do get busy with your schedule. It's just hard to maintain those friendships like it was when you were back in your small town. Number two, your interests, goals, and priorities have changed. We are adulting now, guys, so it's a bit you know, you have that one friend that you always used to go out with and you guys had the best time of your life, but now you're on a new wave. You want to stay, maybe you're more interested in staying sober, you're trying to try adventurous things. I know with my one friend, she doesn't connect well with the other friends anymore because her interests have changed and she got into a more serious relationship. So she's kind of trying to maintain and secure that relationship because she can see the potential that this could be a lifelong partner. And I think with that, your priorities are changing and also your goals. Like some of us are starting new goals, or we're trying to get to our goals. We've been grinding, but it's just not happening right now, but we're still at it. So some of us are trying to become YouTubers, we're TikTokers, starting a business, investing in your hobbies, just innovating our lives. And I think when that change comes with a lot, and it's just not you change. You know what I mean? And now it's just so difficult to try to hold on to something that you're not anymore. And that sometimes includes people and things you used to do, the person you used to be. So I think once we're getting older and we're just trying all these different things and we're changing, we don't realize how much change is really happening within. A completely different person with a completely different mindset. Maybe you used to be someone who was depressed and you used to outlet into a lot of parties or drinking, smoking, and now you just into different things. Now you're into fitness, you're into eating healthier, you're into doing things that contribute to your well-being and your wellness. So when you still have that friend calling you on a Friday night to come party with them along street, and you just thinking to yourself, this is not where I'm trying to be right now. I'm trying to be here at home working on my YouTube. I'm trying to go out for dinner, get to know new people, spend some more time with my boyfriend or girlfriend. So you know what I mean, like your priorities are changing and you're just not interested in what they are interested in, what you used to be interested in. So there's no longer that connection that brings you guys together, and now you're just like, girl, this ain't working no more. And also, like, you shouldn't be hanging around people who make you feel dumb for trying to do things that are outside of your comfort zone or outside of your norm, and you're just really interested in doing these things. They shouldn't be boxing you in. You should be allowed to expand yourself as a person, even if that thing doesn't work out. I think friends should allow you to be creative and try new things, and if they are keen, they can hop in with you on your new journey, but they shouldn't make you feel bad for going outside of your norm and growing as a person. Life got real. So this could mean a lot of things for people. Some of us are entering our blooming season. The finances are up, our academics are up, we've just bought a new apartment, I just got a new car. So everything is just up for you right now, and you're just flourishing and flourishing, and you just want to share your success with your friends. You just want to share, and you're expecting your girls to be happy for you, or you're expecting your bros to like be your biggest fans and be like, well done, always shaking your hand, giving you a round of applause because you did so well, you're doing so well in your career. You just elevating and just elevating and elevating. Whereas some of us, we are entering the most darkest time of our lives. We are just feeling so depressed, unmotivated. Maybe we lost our connection with God, just trying to find ourselves again. If I'm that friend who's in that dark space right now, I can't be that friend for you who's always cheering you up, because I'm not feeling motivated. I'm happy for your success, but I can't show that to you. I can't show up for you. I can't be applauding you at every step, because I'm going through something that's really emotionally draining. And maybe, let's be real, maybe I'm jealous of your success because my career is not going as well as you are. I still live with my parents. I'm still trying to save up for a car. So I just think that life happens, and some of us are starting new families. Some of us are mourning people that we just lost, or even from years ago, we're still dealing with that post-trauma. So I think we need to acknowledge that we are on different waves and we are going through different emotions. I need to step back as a friend, as your friend, so I don't spread my negativity or my grief or my sadness to your life, to your parade, because you're doing excellent and I just want to be happy for you, but I just need you to stay in your little corner so I can stay in mine and trying to get my life back. And I think those friends who are in the winning season see you as the jealous friend, and then that just creates unnecessary conflict for you guys, because now you're just feeling like, this girl is not for me. Now that I'm winning, she's not here to root for me. But you're not acknowledging that your friend is going through something, and you are also not being a good friend to them because you're not supporting them. You know what I mean? You're just focused on you. The fourth one is that people don't value real connections anymore. We are more focused on how things make us look and how people make us look to others. So we value having, let's just say, pretty friends, aesthetically pleasing friends, always taking content when you go out with these so-called friends. You create this facade that you're close with these so many people, you have so many friendship connections. Meanwhile, it could be like your very first time linking up with the person, but you're just taking steps as if You guys go way back, and y'all been sisters, y'all been locked in since. Sometimes people don't really value real connections. They don't value intimacy in friendships. They don't value sharing life stories, things that actually matter, sharing emotion. I think it's just a matter of, girl, let's just hang out, girl, let's go to this party, girl, let's go to this club, chomi masieko kolentuza erenzi sela, and just have a nice time, which is fun, guys. I'm not gonna lie, going out with your friends is such a vibe. It'll always be a vibe, but I think some people just value that part and not the real part when it comes to friendship, not dealing with the emotional intimacy that you can like build with your friendship, and just having a support system with people. And one thing, guys, I think people, speaking of people who use people, I think sometimes people mistake your kindness for a weakness, and they just use you until you try. Especially like race friends, guys. If you stay like with people, your friends at race, you really get to see how they really are. And it's so childish. You might think it's so childish, but you see them in the little things. Like if you guys are cooking together and the one person is always contributing small things like rice and veg, and you're always bringing in the meat and other type of like more costly groceries, you just see those small little things show you what type of character that person is. It shows a bit of selfishness in that person, and you need to look back and be like, assess the situation and be like, is this the type of friend, is this what I want in my friends? Someone who's selfish and who's not willing to exchange. So if I bring the meat this today, you bring it tomorrow, or you know what I mean? Like small little things, guys. I'm very attentive. I notice small things. I observe about a lot. So if I see you doing a small little thing that's a little ick for me, I don't try to get to know you more. That tells me a lot about you. You can say I'm judged, I don't care. But me personally, I don't want that type of energy and vibe, because I know that I'm a giving person, and umdo selfish na asidibani do san. You letting me contribute inyama yam, and when I contribute a veg, 2 potatoes and a carrot, mean I'm coming with the lamb, I'm coming with the beef, chicken. Number 5, it's a spiritual thing. Sometimes, guys, you need to listen to God, because sometimes God will be telling you that le ichomi is not really a chomi. And just because umdo uti chomiyam doesn't mean you really value you as a person, as a friend. You know what I mean? And sometimes God will be taking you away from certain people because He knows that your journeys are not aligned. He knows that this person cannot contribute goodness into your life. God knows each and every person that enters into your life before you were born, and He knows what each person will contribute into your life, if not to take away from your life. Sometimes when you're fighting God, you're fighting the spirit, you are just going after the flesh, what the flesh wants, because the flesh wants to have casual relationships. The flesh wants to have amazing experiences. The flesh wants to get drunk and high and whatnot. It's the flesh. You invite a lot of enemies. And I'm not saying like your friends are enemies. No. What I'm saying is that you are inviting a lot of bad spirits, because they are being used themselves by the devil. And they are not necessarily bad people, but they just have bad spirits with them. They bring destruction into your life. They are taking away from you spiritually, and you're not seeing it because you are having the time of your life with these people, and you're not listening to Utiko. The underground gang is not approving of this person who's entering your life, whether it be your boyfriend or your best friend. They're not approving this because they know that this person is not going to contribute any good to you. They're praying about things, praying about relationships. Really open your eyes so that you realize, man, Usbanban is actually really not a good friend. I deserve more than this guy or this this girl who's in my life, who's pretending, who's wearing sheep's clothing, but they're really a wolf. They're just here to attack you. And you need to pray about stuff like this. You need to pray on your friendships so God can bless them and God can help you, and He can guide you into picking people that will actually stabilize your life and help you grow, instead of always constantly like just draining you and leaving you unmotivated. You have these friends that just keep bringing bad spirits into your life. He wants to push them away, but you have to listen. You have to listen. You have to pray. God wants you to be surrounded with people who will help you do the Lord's work. Now, the Lord's work is not always about, preaching the gospel, like becoming a preacher or whatever. Doing the Lord's work is doing goodness, being kind. So whether that means to be more giving, maybe you give umdo estradweni like money, like 10 rand to buy a loaf of bread, or even going to the shop and buying them something to eat, or helping out a friend in their time of need, just being there for them, wiping away their tears, or comforting a family member who's just lost, or comforting your partner who's just going through something they don't understand and they just need emotional guidance and support at the time. He uses you to do so many things, to do charity work, to be a good person, a respectful person, to preach the gospel. So the Lord's work is a lot of different things. Once you're with people who are going to distract you from your purpose, the purpose God wants you to do, He wants you to do His work, wants you to use your time in fulfillment, in things that are going to fulfill your soul. He can see that they are distracting you and they are not going to put you back on your path anymore. Maybe you could be one of the best public speakers, the best scientist, the best teacher, but you are just being surrounded by people who are discouraging you, who are distracting you from your purpose. And now you're just finding yourself like you don't want to do those things anymore because you're too scared, or you're just so filled with negative thoughts from the people around you that you don't believe that you could be the best at anything, the greatest at anything anymore. You just live this mediocre life as opposed to the life that God wanted you to live in the first place. Had you listened to Him, had you prayed to Him, if Mbali, I should forgive Mbali or not, because Mbali is sabotaging you and you're letting Mbali get all the credit of being a good friend, but Mbali doesn't want you to be your best self. Last thing is that your friendship has expired. Sometimes the friendship is just like over because you guys have grown apart. Sometimes it's not even a matter of your friend betrayed you or did something wrong. It's just a matter of you are not connecting anymore, and you guys just need to live your lives. And I think the beautiful thing about that is that people don't embrace that enough, because it can actually help your friendship. That time that you guys are not like really connecting, it's one of the best things that could happen to your friendship. Let me tell you, a few days ago I met up with my friend that I hadn't seen in almost 2 years, and we had each other's numbers on WhatsApp. We would check on each other, but it wasn't a constant thing, and you kind of forget over a while about that friend, you know what I mean? And not as though I forgot about her, like I don't care about her, but I would even mention her to my family, and they would also ask me, oh, how is Usman doing? And you'd be like, no, Usman is doing great. Usman is studying this. Usman is working here. Usman is doing excellent. But I think what happens is that over time, you guys you kind of just fade away into your different lives. And I think it's actually a beautiful thing, because you don't know where your life is heading, and you might meet with Usman at a different place in your life. And what is beautiful is that you guys are both grown, you both have different experiences, and you can actually share those stories and that growth together. And that can actually make your friendship stronger than it actually was when you guys were like 15 in high school. So I think that's beautiful. I met up with this friend that I hadn't seen in 2 years. I was nervous actually, because like what made me nervous is that I was scared that maybe our friendship wouldn't be the same. It would be I thought it was gonna be awkward because I just loved our friendship together, and my fear was that we'll never have that again because we have spent so much time apart. But I kid you not, I had the best time with this girl. Still a lovely person. She kept me so motivated in high school, and she's doing it again, and it made me it reminded me of why I valued our friendship so much, and our friendship is just gonna go up from here because this girl is an amazing person, and she just got more amazing as the years gone by. So that time away from your friend that you think, oh geez, I really lost a good friend here, you don't know what's gonna happen. You might gain an amazing friend years down the line from the same person that you thought you have lost for good. So with the real connections, I think people are more interested in using each other than actually growing with each other, because people want to see what they can get from you. People want to see, okay, what opportunities can I gain from this friendship? You kind of rob yourself from creating this deep connection with people because it's so superficial with you. It's all aesthetics. Honestly, it's just all aesthetic. Just lose focus on actually getting to know the person, getting to know who they are, where their spirituality lies, what they believe in, you know, their morals. Relationship breakups are sad, but friendship breakups, guys, after 10, 15, 20 years of friendship, it's like really hard to let go of that, and it takes time to let go of that. I think when I had my friendship breakups, because I've had quite a few over the years, it just made me really sad that I can't be calling this person anymore, or I can't hang out with this person anymore. And I think it's like, damn. But then over time you accept it and you move on, and yeah, you get hurt, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts, but maybe your guys will find each other again, or you will acknowledge the friendship for what it was. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you in this video, and thank you so much for reaching the end. And also please comment down below anything else that I missed about friendships in our 20s, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.